Hello everybody, welcome back to another video on my channel, or welcome if you're new here. My name is Brooke, or Baby Sims on all of my socials, and today we are building a little family home in Newcrest, and this is actually the first build we're doing in Newcrest for my save file, so I'm super excited to be here today with you guys and building this. I'm super excited to be done with the desert. I'm super happy to be moving on to something that actually lets me build my favorite type of build style, which is so basic, but it's Suburban, because I'm a Sims player and I feel like that's most people's favorite in The Sims, but anyways, yeah, so this is actually the second build I did for this lot. The first build I did was like a townhouse and it was really just not cute. It was 3 stories tall. I just didn't like it, like at all. It was really horrible. So I ended up keeping it for one day and then I bulldozed it and then I made this build instead because I thought it was better and also looked cuter and just kind of fit what I was going for more than what the other one did. So this is the second one I built for this, and yeah, I actually had a family in mind when I was building this. I did not create, well, I did create the family, but it is not my idea for who the family was. I used a website called The Sims 4 Family Generator, and it randomized me a household, and then I just built this house accordingly to that and the kids they had and their careers and different things like that. So you may see little touches of that when they're in here. I know that the family's last name is McDonald, but that's all I really remember about them. I think the dad's name is Jermaine, but I don't remember literally anything else. They have a teen boy, and I believe they have a toddler girl. I believe. I'm not really sure. But either way, that is kind of the idea with this house, and yeah, I think it was a really cute house. I really like the way it turned out. And I'm so happy to be here and building in Newcrest because I love Newcrest. It definitely is one of my favorite worlds, which I know is strange because there's so many better worlds. I understand that, but I just really love the vibe of Newcrest, and I love that you get to create it yourself, and I also just really like the fact that it's so green and so pretty. And yeah, I really do like this world, and I have played in it before, and that's how you know I like a world, because if I don't like it, I'll never play in it. And I have played in Newcrest, so I like this world quite a bit. Unfortunately, I don't have a lot of things to talk about today, and this build is quite long, so I don't know how we're gonna do, because I'm very tired and I don't feel very good today, and yeah. So maybe I'll just talk about the build. Can't really think of much to talk about today. I'm tired. I don't feel good. I say that in like every single video, I swear, but it's been rough. It's been rough for like a week or so now, so I apologize. But yeah, I did add a little carport. I guess, no, it's not carport. That's just like a little driveway thing that I did add into this build. I'm just doing some landscaping now. And as I do with all my videos and all my builds, I put these little low-lying bushes around, and then I use some different type of landscaping to put in little spaces there. This house does not really have a backyard, like, at all. It's a 20 by 15 lot, so it's really short. So obviously there wasn't really room for one. But that's fine because the back of this house has like a little park anyway, so I thought that it would have been fine to do, which I agree with now, looking back. And yeah, I'm actually quite ahead of you guys with the building for my save file. I built this house, the house next door, and then a house at the end of this street here. So I have 3 builds done for Newcrest, and you guys are not just now seeing the first one. So that is why you guys are seeing so much uploads from me in the last couple days, because I quite literally cannot stop building, and right now I'm stopping building just so I can kind of catch up with YouTube and make sure that you guys are on the same kind of page as me, so I'm not way behind or way ahead. So with that, I'm taking a break from building until all the videos that I've completed are uploaded so I can get back on track with you guys. We're just laying out now, and I did not know how to do the floor plan at first. I really struggled, but I think it came out pretty well in the end. It just took a lot of trial and effort to actually get there, and there is a basement in this house, and that is because the family that got generated when I used a family generator was 2 parents, toddler girl, and a teen boy, and I could only fit 2 bedrooms upstairs, and I couldn't fit any obviously on the main floor, so I decided to make a basement so I could fit the teen boy's room in, and that's kind of where he stays, down in the basement of this house, while the toddler girl has her room up there. I did put the basement behind the stairs, or the stairs for the basement behind the front stairway. Stairs? That's a lot of words, stairs. I'm sorry, but you get the point. But yeah, the foundation does a weird thing when you make basements sometimes where it like rises up on the sides, and so I had to do some fixing of that and just covered it with plants like it never was there. Still pretty obvious, but I mean, it's not that bad, so. But down in the basement there is a little rec room, a bathroom, and the teen boys bedroom down there, which I thought turned out pretty good. I did like this house a lot. I made this house and the one next door and the one at the third one I did. I made them kind of realistic, like I didn't make them almost. What I do when I'm building is make these like new built type of houses where I make it look very almost like renovated, but I try to keep this one kind of basic and look like it was built probably in the early 2000s and kind of never really been restored. So I really did like that house. The color scheme I went with was I think beige and brown, which I did like. Thought it was pretty good. Beige, brown, and white was the color scheme I went with this. And a new thing I kind of started doing when I started building these two houses was whatever I made the outside was kind of the interior design color choices. So the outside of this house is white, brown, and beige, so that's why I made the interior. And the next house you'll see is blue and white, which you'll see. And my favorite house out of the three I built is not this one. I do like this one a lot, not the one next door, although I do like that one, but the third house I built, which you guys will see hopefully sometime soon. I think it was one of my favorite houses I've ever built, and I say that all the time, but I really do love the way this one turned out. It's so cute. I think I did really well. I put in a lot of detail in it, so I definitely enjoyed building the third one, which I'm so excited for you guys to see as well. But we are moving on to the living room now, and it is a little bit of a tight squeeze. Don't know why I just did that, like zoomed in and out so fast. My apologies if that tripped you out, but yeah, so we're just doing the living room here. I went with, again, the same color scheme, and I like how this house felt very realistic in the way that it felt like, I already said that, realistic. I don't know, like it just didn't feel like how I built some of my other houses. Like I said earlier, very new built, very modern, very rich kind of, and I feel like this one just really channeled that like middle class family essence. Like it wasn't like, you could tell the people who lived here weren't like billionaires, and I like that. I think that was pretty cool because I tend to make my houses look similar in the way that it looks like someone rich definitely bought that house and renovated it, and it's usually white and gray and black and has very rich type of features to it. But I decided to not go with that with these couple builds I've done here in Newcrest. I also just got but a couple weeks ago, I got for rent, which you guys know because I posted the apartment, I got the Greenhouse Haven kit and the Basement Treasures kit. So I have been using those little plants that come with the Greenhouse Haven kit obsessively, and I think that they're so cute, and they just slot in like the perfect places, so I definitely like them. And another thing I love from kits is those little pillows that come with the Modern Luxe kit. I think that they look so good, and there's so many color swatches that just somehow fit every build you can do, so I definitely like using them a lot. And as I said, I went with like this whole 2000s build that was never renovated, so I went with these like brownish beige-ish counters, tannish counters that I feel like every 2000s home that you go in, at least where I live, has these counters and these exact like cupboards and these exact, what are they called on the top? They're not counters, they're not cupboards, they're I don't remember, but you get the point. The things above the counters. I am very tired again. But you understand. You understand what I'm talking about. So yeah, I went with a very type of vibe with that, and I really like how it turned out, and I think these houses are really cute. I definitely cluttered it like a realistic way instead of making it very clean and neat. And again, kind of, usually I guess a good word to use it is I like to build my houses as if it's a real estate house staging. So it's like set up for your Sims to move there if they want to, but for me, I stage them. And this house I went with like, oh no, this is not staged. This is a family who's been living here for a long time, and they probably grew up in this house. Like the kids have grown up here, they probably were born here, things like that. So that's kind of why I went with this build rather than the real estate staging. And I think that it worked out really well because I really like the way that this house turned out, and I think it's really cute, and I really like the Newcrest houses I've done so far. And you guys are actually giving a lot of love to them on the gallery as well. There's been quite a few downloads for all three of them, and that means a lot to me. I love that you guys download and you can possibly play in my houses or have them in your saves. I think that's super cool, and that's just another reason why I love building so much. I love that your Sims are making memories in the houses that I build and the lots that I build, so yeah. But we have about 9 minutes left this video, and yeah, we're just doing the dining room now. I went with, again, the brown and beige. I tried using a carpet from the For Rent pack. It didn't really fit my vibe. It is kind of a tight squeeze here, but I did want a formal dining table, and there was a perfect place to put one here, and I wanted a bigger one, so this is what we end up putting there. That little archway right there is where I'm pointing to it, like you can see me. That archway right there is actually where the laundry room is, and then there's a half bathroom next door. So this house ends up turning out to be, I'm pretty sure, 3 bedrooms and 3, maybe 4 bathrooms. I'm pretty sure. I can't remember if there's a master bedroom or a master bathroom or not, but either way, yeah, so that's kind of the vibe. I don't remember what the parents do for careers either, if I'm honest. I seriously can't remember. Maybe the dad is a writer. I can't remember if he is or isn't. I just remember one of the houses, the 3 houses, that has a dad that's a writer, but I can't remember which one it is, because again, I built these all in a span of like 2-3 days, so they all kind of got mixed up in my head. But yeah, we're just tuning in some wallpaper because I forgot to add it in. Recently I've been doing wallpaper after I finished building or furnishing the 2 rooms, and since we're moving upstairs now, I figured it would be a good time to put the wallpaper on. So yeah, again, there's not much of a backyard. There's actually nothing in the backyard of this house because I couldn't fit anything without it looking like super crammed and glitching and cutting into other things, so I just kind of ignored it. I did put some little flower boxes around the house. I did that with all 3 houses I've built so far. I think it looked cute. I like the vibe. I like this like small town vibe, and I think Newcrest is definitely based off of like in my mind, it's based off of like kind of the outskirts of a city, but also like small town vibes. That's what I went with for Willow Creek as well. For this, I went with kind of what Willow Creek is, small town vibes like Pelican Town from Stardew Valley, or Acadia Bay from Life is Strange, or what's it called? Stars Hollow from Gilmore Girls. I went with that kind of vibe with both Newcrest and Willow Creek. So that is kind of what I went with. So I went all the houses all cutesy and good looking for your Sims to be in the neighborhood with. So yeah. Also, I had a broken mouse when I was building this part, so that's why some things may look weird when I'm trying to rotate the objects, or they're like duplicating themselves, or the rooms are selecting themselves. I was using a broken mouse because mine that I had for like 4 years kicked the bucket 2 weeks ago, and that's when I built this house. And so then I had to use my boyfriend's old mouse, and that one was very broken, and I had this weird thing where it kept like duplicating the objects and dragging, and it was just being really weird. So then I ended up using another mouse, which worked somewhat fine, but it was laggy and it like wouldn't move all the time. But I already got a new mouse and it's all good. I have a Logitech mouse now and it's working real good. Although it took me a little bit to get used to because I was so used to the one speed that I had for my mouse I had for so long that using a different speed on a different mouse, although you can change them with like the button in the middle, it wasn't the exact same as the one I have for my old mouse. So I took some adjusting to, and I am, to be honest, and it's been like a week or so, week and a half that I've had it, and I'm still trying to adjust. But yeah, okay, so this is the house with the master bathroom. And that is what we're doing now. So there is 4 bathrooms and 3 bedrooms in this house as well. And I had trouble laying up this bathroom because it is weirdly shaped and there's like windows in weird places and a door in a weird place. So I took a little bit of time here trying to figure it out, but we did end up figuring it out in the end. So also, I'm sorry if I sound pretty horrible. I don't have to say it again. You know why. But yeah, I don't feel that great. So yeah, I'm also like talked out. Do you ever have that happen to you? I haven't even this is the first voiceover I recorded today, but I have been awake for a long time, and 2, I feel like I just have been so tired and not feeling well, and I woke up with a migraine today, so I've been just so blah all day, so every time I talk I feel talked out, I just can't wait to not talk anymore and just be silent. So yeah. Yeah. How have you guys been? I haven't had anything super new happen to me literally at all since the last time I recorded voiceover, which was I think 2 days ago. But yeah, nothing new has happened. Actually, my boyfriend and I, actually not kind of my boyfriend, kind of not. So basically what am I talking about? Sorry, I was literally looking at something and trying to read it while talking. Let me start all of that over again. So yes, he is my boyfriend. I know I said kind of not. Either way, my uncle, he brought up these old records from his stepmom, and they're from the 1920s, they're old. And my boyfriend and I were going through them to figure out to sell them and where and how much they're worth. And we've been doing that for a couple days, and I think that it's pretty fun. And also it's kind of crazy how old these records are. So that's kind of the only thing I've been up to. But yeah, right now we are finishing the toddler girl's bedroom. I kind of went with a young toddler, as in she's still in diapers and stuff like that, so there is diapers around and different clutter. But yeah, I still have about 4 minutes of talking. I know I'm like miserable and I sound like I shouldn't even be talking right now, but I just want to get this video done so I could be up for you guys tomorrow, because you guys know what I'm like. If I don't record this now, you guys will never see the light of this video and it will just be gone forever, and then I'll forget about it and end up deleting it. So I want to get it up for you guys so you guys can watch it and see where I'm at now, because I'm just, oh my god, I can't stop yawning. I'm 2 builds ahead of this one, so I feel like this is probably one of the worst voiceovers I've ever done. I'm sitting here like talking in circles, saying the same thing over and over again, not making any sense. It's just been one of those days, you know. But we're doing the teen boys bedroom now. I went with a black and blue, which I tend to do in every single build I've ever done for a teen boys bedroom. It's a bad habit of mine. But yeah, I just added like this little gaming desk. I figured that he'd be into gaming because, again, I don't know why, but that's the only thing I make teen boys into in this game. Mostly because I have an older brother and his thing was video games, and my boyfriend just turned 20, so I guess he's not a teenage boy anymore, but he was always into gaming. So I mean, I don't know, I just think it's like a thing. I don't know, it's kind of just how I decorate things. But he is into other things, I guess. I put like guitar in there, and there is like sneakers. There is sneakers in the room as well, so I don't know, maybe he's like a shoe guy. I know there's some guys out there who are really into shoes. Like when I was in high school, there's a lot of guys that I knew that were into like collecting shoes, and I never understood it. But like, if that's what you're in, everyone has like a collection. So yeah, either way, we are very much done with this video, and that's probably a good thing because I sound horrible. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked it, leave a like, a comment, and subscribe, and I can't wait to see you guys in the next video so you guys can see what I've been working on in Newcrest. Alright, I love you, and see you in the next video. Bye guys.